Hey guys, Ronan Reaper here. So I just finished season 3 of Ted Lasso on Apple TV Plus yesterday. I only finally jumped on the hype train of this show a few months ago, and yeah, I've really been enjoying it. It's just so funny, heartfelt, and just so good natured. It's honestly hard not to get caught up in it. It's just a lot of fun. And with the pre-release rumblings for this season being that this is possibly going to be the last go around for AFC Richmond. There was a certain weight that it had to deliver on, and does it? Let's find out. So, following on from their promotion at the end of season 2, AFC Richmond are back in the Premier League. And this time around, the stakes are higher than ever because they have a direct rival in the form of West Ham, now owned by Rebecca's ex-husband Rupert, and coached by the wonder kid Nathan Shelley. So Ted, against the odds, and beginning to question his place in London, must pull off a miracle season if the Greyhounds are to have any hope of beating the Hammers. Here's the thing, season 2 was so good. It is possibly the best season of the show. Not only was it really, really funny, but it also has some really good character work, and it's just very emotionally rich. So it would be very difficult for for follow-up seasons to live up to that. And I gotta say, while season 3 doesn't quite live up to it, there's definitely still plenty here that I really enjoyed. For one, the characters are likable as ever. AFC Richmond are just such a likable bunch. You know, and because of how good the character work was in season 2, in this season, they feel so complex, so rich that you feel like they're a group of friends that you've known for a really long time. And it helps as well. There's some really good development this season, notably Roy and Jamie, and also Colin Hughes and his subplot of struggling to come out as gay to the team. And see, the thing is, this show always has just such a knack of, very tenderly written character moments. And that's exactly what this season delivers on. Not least in the Sunflower episode, and also in the final 2 episodes as well. Just some really strong character driven scenes. Obviously, the character work isn't always there. There are subplots here that do feel like kind of aimless for at least the first half of the season, anyway. Notably, the subplot involving Keeley and her PR firm and Nathan Shelley over at West Ham. Like, what's funny is near the end of the season, those subplots are paid off very well. So it just sort of reminds you of the wasted potential that those arcs could have had. And the thing is, with these, subplots, desperately fighting for screen time, the pacing kind of suffers as well, with the entire second half of the season being hour-long episodes, and I think the show definitely works best in the half-hour format. It's tight, it's concise, gets all the development and story necessary, but also leaves some room for jokes. And saying that, this has some of the best moments of the show, not just in terms of character development, but also in terms of comedy. There are some really, really brilliant moments, such as Isaac McAdoo taking a corner kick. You know exactly the scene I'm talking about. And also in the same episode, the team training with a piece of red string. And also some hilarious moments with Coach Beard. including him doing a press conference in the most animated he has ever got. And also in the finale, a very memorable image of Coach Beard that will not leave your memory. That's for sure. I mean, on the subject of Beard as well, his deadpan words of wisdom, always a delight. Also brought up more prominently in a fun straight man role is Trent Krim. I really liked how they handled him this season, especially with his relationship with Roy in one episode, and also a really nice heart to heart he has with Colin. Yeah, Trent Krim, the Independent, always good. Also, it's kind of funny they do so much for a lot of the characters this season, but until like the last few episodes, Ted almost feels like kind of an afterthought. Especially after how well they developed him in season two. With him speaking to Sharon, the therapist, and we really got an insight into why he is the man he is. There's nothing really on that level until the Mom City episode, which is a great episode for Ted's character, as is the finale, which I'll get to in a bit. But none of this would be complete without the football match scenes. You know, it's like watching a fight scene in a Rocky film. They're just so exciting and really, real fist in the air moments. It's great, especially in the last two episodes, the Man City match and the West Ham match. Absolute firecrackers. So many fist in the air, crowd pleasing, feel good moments. It's so exciting. Although I'm gonna be honest, in some of these scenes, some of the green screens are definitely pretty sloppy. Like in some instances, there's some very noticeable blurring around the characters, so it definitely makes it like stand out that they're in front of a sound stage. There's a particularly egregious one as well during the finale. You know exactly what it is when you see it. This is not in a football match scene, by the way, so you know. I can't go this review without talking, the elephant in the room, the season finale. And yeah, they stuck the landing big time. So many satisfying payoffs and plenty of really heartfelt emotional moments and some real laugh out loud zingers. Is just exactly the payoff that I could hope for, and yeah, it does a really good job of delivering a note of finality to the show. Go out with some dignity rather than milking it for all it's worth. Although there is one moment towards the end, I think you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you see it, that could potentially leave it open to a spin off. Again, probably won't happen, but the possibility could be there. And yeah, Ted Lasso season three. This is probably the weakest season of the show, but as I said earlier, this has some of the best moments. You know, the characters we love are as likable as always. It's very funny, very heartwarming, very exciting when it's on the pitch, and does a really good job of sending off the show. Overall, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Okay, so I've decided to reflect on a bit, and actually, I've decided to bump my rating up to an 8 out of 10 because some of my issues that I've brought up here do feel like kind of a little nitpicky. So it's definitely not worth lowering the rating that much. And also because I did really, really enjoy this season. So, yeah. Ted Lasso season 3, 8 out of 10. And yeah, let me know down in the comments. Have you seen this season? What do you think of it? What did you think of the finale? What did you think of the shift to hour-long episodes? And do you think that there could be a potential spin-off based on that moment in the finale? Let me know all that down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload.